Alright everybody, welcome to the pre-algebra video. We're going to be talking about angles of a triangle. Okay, so, my drawings aren't perfect, but there's something that is really similar about each and every one of these triangles that I am drawing. Okay, and keep in mind, this video is all about angles of a triangle. So what is the same regarding the angles of each and every single one of these triangles? Well, there's 3 angles per triangle, right? We know that. Hence the word triangle, right? But what else? Well, here's what you may not have heard yet, okay? And that is that the sum of all 3 angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so if I knew the measures of all of that angle, and that angle, and added them up, they would be exactly, not close to, but exactly 180 degrees. Same there, same there, same there, and same there. Okay, so let's say that, let's see, call that item number 1, item number 2. Let's say that there is a triangle, okay? All right, and so we have a right angle, we have a 50-degree angle, and what we want to know is, what is that angle right there? What's the measure of that angle? Well, again, all 3 angles add up to be 180, right? So, let's see, we'll have 50, okay? Plus this angle, which I don't know, so I'm just going to leave it x, plus the measure of that angle. What is that angle? Well, it's a little box there, right? It's a right angle, and right angles are 90 degrees, okay? And all 3 of those have to add up to be 180 degrees. All right, so working on this side first, we're going to solve for x. Now I need to combine like terms, so I have 50 and 90. Combine those, that would get me 140. Plus our x equals 180. Okay, and so next, how would I solve for x? Well, I have a positive 140 over here. I need to get rid of that, so I'm going to subtract 140. That doesn't look good. From both sides, 140 from both sides. That cancels there, leaving you with x equals 40. And what are we talking about here? We're talking about degrees. So there you go. The measure of that angle is 40 degrees. All right, so now let's do just a little bit of a refresher on classifying triangles by their angles. Okay. All right, so in this first one, let's see. We have a 60-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, and a 75-degree angle. Now, all those angles are different, but there's something that's really more important here, okay? And that is the fact that all those angles are less than 90. Okay, so all angles are less than 90 degrees. Okay, and when you have that, you have all acute angles. This is an acute angle, that's an acute angle, that's an acute angle. So it's called an acute triangle. And it's very important that we realize that all of those angles were less than 90. Let's talk about this one here. Okay, so we have an angle of 55, angle of 35, and an angle of right angle means 90. Okay, so let's see. You have one angle that's less than 90 degrees, another angle that's less than 90 degrees, but then you have an angle that is 90 degrees. Okay, right. So two angles less than 90, one angle that is 90 degrees. So what does that mean? Well, you have one right angle, so we're going to call it a right triangle. And over here, okay, so we have one angle that's less than 90, it's 35. One angle that's less than 90, it's 40. But then we have one angle that's greater than 90. So what does that mean? Well, so let's see, I have an acute angle here, an acute angle there, but this is what kind of angle? Obtuse. All right, 2 acute angles, 1 obtuse angle. So what do we call it? It's an obtuse triangle. And lastly, let's come over here. Okay, so I'm going to say that's 60 degrees right there. Okay, and I'm actually going to tell you the name of this triangle before we do the last part. Okay, so it's going to be called an equiangular triangle. So if it's an equiangular triangle, what do you think the measures of the other angles are? Well, if this one's 60, then the other two also have to be 60 degrees if it's an equiangular triangle, hence the word or the term equa, right? Equiangular. All right, so we're going to work on solving for an unknown angle, okay? And let's see, I'm going to change that, make that 45 degrees there. Okay, so I want to solve for that unknown angle right there. And how do I do that? Well, we know that all the angles of a triangle have to add up to be 180. So that means that that angle, 45 degrees, plus that angle there of 120 degrees, and you don't have to put the degree symbols in there if you want, plus the unknown angle has to be 180 degrees, okay? So what's 45 and 120? Well, if you took 45 plus 120, you get 165, right? Plus x equals 180. And then lastly, to solve for x and get x by itself, just subtract 165 from both sides, and you would get x equals 15 degrees. So what does that mean about that angle? That means that angle right there is 15 degrees, right there. Okay? All right, y'all, that's all I have for you. So it's a super short video, and I look forward to seeing you in class talk more about angles of a triangle. See ya.